Hey everybody, Riley here with Maverick Outdoors, and today, first day I get to hunt. We are out here in the wonderful Cahaba Wildlife Management area just outside of Alabaster in Alabama. And today I'm going to hunt, but I'm also going to find a good place to set a camera. So we do have some good looking areas. I'm right along a creek bed. You can see that runs sort of that way. And today we're just going to be kind of walking, stalking, talking, just trying to get a feel of where a good gun area might be or some good bow areas in the future might be. So this is the creek bed. I have confirmed there is water in it. There's the main road right there. My Maverick just parked right over there. But there is water still in here, which is a great sign. And what I'm going to do is kind of stay on this side of this ridge that goes up right there. I can look down into the creek bed. I can see the other side, but that way I can kind of have eyes on everything around me. It's a beautiful day, and we'll talk about some weather coming up here in a bit. So here is the creek right below us. It's not running that much. It looks pretty stagnant. I actually think I see a rub over here. So we're going to check this out. Looking all around me. I would assume there would be some movement today because we do have a front approaching. Looks like something's digging up. Leaves are kind of rustling around. I don't know. This might be a deer sign or something's been around. I don't think trees are natural, or leaves are naturally pink unless that's blood. But let's keep on it. Alright guys, so I've kind of reached a fork in the creek, and what I'm going to do now is go down this hill where it's kind of narrow. It looks like something's been tracking around because you can see dirt on the forest floor. And you know, we just had our first good rain in a while this past weekend. Today's Tuesday the 21st. So I'm gonna walk down to this bottom and see potentially if there's any signs of crossing. It really just hasn't been too much sign. It looks like something's been walking around. But let's see what we find. So it definitely looks like there's been something walking around recently. Because right behind me, let's see if I can find this right over here. It's a lot of loose leaves, kind of messed up mud. But something's been through here recently. Don't know what it is. Couldn't see any signs. Couldn't see any tracks. But it is an animal nonetheless. I think I'm going to keep walking down the creek and see what I can find. If I can't find anything decent, I'm going to go to a little area I saw last year. It's almost like a field. Maybe put the camera there and just see what we can do. Alright, so we didn't see any more decent sign where I was at other than it looked like a rub and some walking areas. So I'm going to walk back to the truck and go to another spot. But while we're walking, let's talk. I'm a meteorologist by trade. I'm a weatherman. I'm on TV. I've always loved weather, but I've always loved to hunt. Those two go hand in hand more than anything. And if you want to be a successful deer hunter, you've got to keep up with the weather forecast. You've got to. I mean, it is imperative that you keep up with the forecast. And to me, as a meteorologist and longtime deer hunter, I'm 26. I've probably been hunting since I was 2 or 3 if I had to guess, with my dad, and then eventually by myself, is you've got to keep up with the forecast. 2 most important things: pressures and fronts. You know, you have moon phase and temperatures, and of course those are important, but you can't have a cool down without a cold front. And you don't often get to have a pressure change without fronts, whether it's a warm front or a cold front. So, and if you hear a train in the background, I'm sorry. Not far from my mom. But right before a cold front, deer are very much like humans. When it's raining and storming, are you going to go out and grocery shop? No. You're going to do it before the storm arrives, because you want to stock up for whatever might happen. That's the same with deer. They're very, very much like humans. And the thing with pressure is deer almost have this internal barometer. They know when the pressure's changing. And oftentimes that occurs with fronts. So front moves through, pressure, or right before front moves through, pressure goes down. Deer will get out, start moving. And then the front arrives, it's raining, it's storming. Of course, deer are going to hunker down like humans, like you, like me. But then, after the front moves through, things calm down. Deer are going to get up and start moving again. You know, oftentimes in the literature, you have folks saying that deer move in high pressure. That could be directly after a front moves through and high pressure moves in. So that would be my advice. Keep up with the weather forecast. If you're in Birmingham, Alabama, watch ABC 3340. That's where I work. Shameless plug, I know. You do a little river crossing, creek crossing. It's a little bit easier terrain. I'm not in the best of shape. They'd almost have to invent new calculus to talk about the shape I'm in. Yeah, this looks relatively well traveled though, where I'm at. And when I say relatively well traveled, I mean you can almost see a little mini trail going through here. And I thought I might set my camera up on another field. I'm kind of thinking about right here. I'm looking for scrapes and rubs, and right now I don't see anything of that nature on this side, because earlier walking in I was on that side and I walked up that hill and down and around. But I mean, this looks like the remnants of an old trail. I actually just passed to a very old looking wooden ladder stand. There's my truck over there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my plan. I'm gonna go to that other kind of mini field I saw last year. I'm gonna put up a camera and just sit. Time for another creek crossing. So guys, I was driving to find the camera using Onyx, and look at this little lake, pond, whatever I found. Man, this is beautiful. I'll find a place around here to set up a camera.